First race pacers all in behind the gate. Here they come. And they're off. That's Silence Payoff driving for the early lead, and along the inside is Silky Dancer. In between horses is Shoot for the Stars. They race around the clubhouse turn, and Silky Dancer is up to get the lead. Up on the outside, Silence Payoff now second. Shoot for the Stars ducks in along the rail, racing in third. Sweet Beauty is out of the gate in fourth, and then it's back to Siouxland Sassy completing the top five, followed by Laura's Venture racing in sixth. Molly Dew got away in seventh, and then it is back to Coda Classic, who is racing in eighth, and far back the trailer is Zima. They raced the opening quarter in 30 seconds flat. Now they straighten up onto the backstretch, and leading the way is Silence Payoff on top by a full length. Silky Dancer is racing second. Shoot for the Stars is third. Sweet Beauty down at the rail is in fourth, followed by Siouxland Sassy completing the first five. Molly Dew to the outside racing in sixth. Laura's Venture down at the rail is in seventh. Coda Classic is eighth, and Zima continues to trail the field. Racing to the half-mile marker, and Silence Payoff leads the way on top full length. Silky Dancer is racing in second. Shoot for the Stars third. They're halfway home in 101 flat. Now they start around the far turn, and it's Silence Payoff who has the lead. Silky Dancer is racing second. Shoot for the Stars angling off the rail. Gaining on the outside, Molly Dew is into the first four. Sweet Beauty completes the top five. Moving up on the outside is Coda Classic now racing in sixth. Shuffled back, Siouxland Sassy is in seventh, and then it's back to Zima racing in eighth. And along the inside, Laura's Venture is ninth. They are at the top of the home stretch, and as they make the turn for home, it's Silence Payoff leading the way. 3/4 of a mile in 1:30 and 3. Pacing to the wire and going off stride. That was Silence Payoff. Molly Dew on the outside inherits the lead. Molly Dew to the front on the outside. Shoot for the Stars coming home fast. In between horses, Sweet Beauty. It's Molly Dew and Sweet Beauty in the final 70 yards. Molly Dew and Sweet Beauty hit the line together. Sweet Beauty might have gotten up in time to nip Molly Dew. Second race pacers all in behind the starting gate, and here they come. And they're off. Going for the lead from the outside is Wispy Raven, and then along the inside that is Varsity Type, and in between pacers as they go around the turn that is Gold Bandit. They race around the clubhouse turn, and up on the outside, Wispy Raven takes the point. Varsity Type racing second, and then along the inside is New Pitch in third. Doug Larson taking Gold Bandit back to a spot at the rail, racing in fourth. Santa Rico having a hard time keeping up from fifth, and then it is back to Champollion racing in sixth, followed by Jack Clayton, who is in seventh, and then Look Max is eighth, and Armbro Notable is at the back. The opening quarter of a mile clocked in 28 and 1, and as they race up the backstretch, up on the outside, Gold Bandit now sprints to the front. It's Gold Bandit to the lead. Wispy Raven along the inside is back into second. And then up on the outside, New Pitch has moved into third, followed by Champollion, who moves up smartly in fourth. Varsity Type racing in fifth. And then up on the outside, gaining ground is Jack Clayton racing in sixth. Look Max following on the outside is in seventh. They race by the half in 58 seconds flat, and now they move to the far turn. And leading the way is Gold Bandit on top by a full length. Wispy Raven down at the rail is racing second. Up on the outside, Champollion is into third. Along the inside, New Pitch is fourth, followed by, on the outside, Jack Clayton racing into the first five. They round the turn coming for the top of the home stretch, and Gold Bandit still leading the way. It's Gold Bandit in front, Wispy Raven racing second. Jack Clayton swings three wide for the stretch drive, 3/4 in 1:27 and 4. Gold Bandit still with the lead. Wispy Raven racing second. New Pitch is third. On the outside, Jack Clayton is fourth. And finishing fast down the center of the track is Look Max into the final eighth of a mile. And it is Santa Rico. That is New Pitch coming on from in between horses. Look Max on the outside. And Look Max gets up in time. Here they come. And they're off. Going for the lead up on the outside is She's a Classic from in between horses Anxious DD, and then towards the inside out of the gate quickly is Enthralled. They race around the clubhouse turn, and that is Anxious DD sprinting to the lead. Up on the outside, She's a Classic racing second, Enthralled is third, and then Pecos Powerhouse is along the inside racing in fourth. B Falcon Silent completes the first five. Winning Smile is in sixth, and then it's back to Topville April racing in seventh. Double Space is eighth, and the trailer at the back is Silky Chevy. They raced the opening quarter in 29-1, and now racing up the backstretch. She's a Classic on the outside, Anxious DD on the inside. They're going at it stride for stride, and Ken Holiday's going to make She's a Classic work to get to the lead. Anxious DD has retaken the lead. She's a Classic is back into second, Enthralled racing third, followed by Pecos Powerhouse in fourth. B Falcon Silent completes the top five. Winning Smile goes to the outside in sixth. Topville April is seventh. Double Space is eighth, and Silky Chevy is ninth and last. They race by the half-mile marker in 58-1. And now moving to the far turn and leading the way is Anxious DD. Along the inside, Enthralled races second. Up on the outside, She's a Classic is third. Down at the rail, Pecos Powerhouse is racing fourth. There goes Winning Smile with a bold three-wide move at the midway point on the turn. It's Anxious DD leading the way. Winning Smile on the outside. Enthralled's looking for a way out at the rail. She's a Classic can't keep up. Down at the rail, Pecos Powerhouse needs racing room, and B Falcon Silent is buried behind a wall of horses. The 3/4 in 1:28-3, and now they're pacing through the stretch, and that's Enthralled up to take the lead from Anxious DD. Enthralled in front, Anxious DD is next. Winning Smile is racing third. Here comes B Falcon Silent, and B Falcon Silent is in a hurry. 16th out, B Falcon Silent takes the lead. Enthralled is second. Winning Smile closing on Anxious DD for the show money. B Falcon Silent in front. Fourth race trotters all in behind the starting gate, and here they come. And they're off. And going for the lead, that is Almar's Messenger, and hustling for home towards the inside. Down at the rail, that is Dakota Ice. They race around the clubhouse turn, and that is hustling for home from in between trotters, trotting to the front. Almar's Messenger up on the outside is away in second. Dakota Ice down at the rail is third. And then Too Much for Words completes the first four. Along the inside is Silver Dollar Royal, who gets away in a fifth. And then it is back to Sacramento View, who is in sixth, followed by Checks and Balances in seventh. And Fox Valley Charger has dropped out last. They race the opening quarter in 30-2, and as they go up the backstretch, Hustling for Home has the lead, facing a challenge now from Dakota Ice, and Dakota Ice has taken the top. Dakota Ice to the front, and then it is Hustling for Home now second. Moving to the outside is Silver Dollar Royal. Moving into the action now, racing in third. Almar's Messenger is in fourth. Up on the outside, Sacramento View trotting in fifth. Too Much for Words completes the top six. Checks and Balances racing seventh, and Fox Valley Charger trails the field. They go to the half-mile marker, and leading the way is Dakota Ice. Halftime was clocked in 1 minute and 2 fifths. And now they start around the far turn, and Dakota Ice leads the way. Along the inside, racing in second, that is Hustling for Home. Up on the outside into third is Almar's Messenger, and then it is back to Silver Dollar Royal racing in fourth. And on the outside in fifth is Sacramento View. They are racing to the top of the home stretch, and still with the lead, Dakota Ice. Along the inside, Hustling for Home. On the outside, that is Silver Dollar Royal. Sacramento View now swings three wide for the stretch drive. They're trotting home after 3/4 in 1:30 fifths. And trotting strong on the lead, Dakota Ice. Down the center of the track, Sacramento View from in between horses. Silver Dollar Royal is trotting in third. Into the final eighth of a mile, and Dakota Ice has gone off stride. Inheriting the lead is Sacramento View. On the outside, Checks and Balances coming home strong. It's Sacramento View, Checks and Balances coming on. Here's the line, can't split them. Sacramento View on the inside, Checks and Balances on the outside. They're in a photo finish. Fifth race pacers are all in behind the starting gate, and it's post time. Here they come. And they're off. That's Punch going for the early lead. Up on the outside is Frenchtown Lady. Over to the rail, Grandpa's Ashley. It is Punch who drives right to the lead. Up on the outside, that is Frenchtown Lady challenging from second. Grandpa's Ashley racing third. And then it is back to KW Katie, who is fourth around the turn. Shreveport completes the first five, followed by Untamed Heart racing in sixth. And then it is back to Thermal Breakdown, and Moonwalk is at the back. They race around the turn, straighten up onto the backstretch, and Frenchtown Lady has taken command. Punch is racing second. The first quarter was in 28-2. They're going up the backstretch, and leading the way is Frenchtown Lady. Punch following along in second. Grandpa's Ashley completes the top three, followed by KW Katie, who is racing in fourth. And then it is Shreveport, the top five. Untamed Heart racing sixth to the outside. Moonwalk is seventh, and Thermal Breakdown is now eighth and last. Going to the half-mile pole, and Frenchtown Lady leads the way. Punch is right there racing second, getting a perfect trip. Grandpa's Ashley is third. Driving up on the outside, Shreveport is into the action, now fourth. KW Katie at the rail needs a little racing room. They race by the half in 57-3, and now on to the turn for home. And leading the way is Frenchtown Lady, on top by a length and a half. It's Punch racing in second, Shreveport to the outside, Grandpa's Ashley at the rail. And down at the rail, KW Katie completes the first five. Up on the outside is Untamed Heart racing in sixth, and then it is Moonwalk in seventh. Thermal Breakdown at the rail trails. They're at the top of the home stretch, and Frenchtown Lady leads the way. Punch down at the rail second. 3/4 in 1:26-1. They're pacing through the home stretch, and Frenchtown Lady still pacing strong on the lead. Punch is racing second and is not gaining ground. It is Frenchtown Lady home free, and the driver's race is a dead heat again. Dave McGee winning with Frenchtown Lady, his 102nd win of the meet. Punch finishes second, and Grandpa's Ashley was third.
Here they come. And there they go, and leaving for the lead, Master Mark Grace on the inside. It's Once Upon a Time up on the outside, challenging in second, dropping in third, Broadway Joker. Fourth, Capitalize, and the trailer in post position order is Hooked on a Feeling. They moved into the first turn, and it's Master Mark Grace on the lead by more than a length. Racing in second, that's Once Upon a Time. Third on the rail is Broadway Joker. Racing in fourth is Capitalize, and fifth and last, Hooked on a Feeling. Not much action past the opening quarter in 29-3, and now Once Upon a Time says, let's pick it up a notch, boys. I'm going to take the lead up on the outside. Once Upon a Time, and Dave McGee now goes to the front. Master Mark Grace back into second. Third is Broadway Joker. Racing in fourth is the favored Capitalize, and fifth and last is Hooked on a Feeling. They are nearing the half-mile marker, and your leader is Once Upon a Time by a length and a quarter. Racing up into second is Master Mark Grace. Up on the outside, there goes Capitalize, and he's on a power sweep. Second now engaging the leader, Once Upon a Time. It is Capitalize up on the outside with the lead. Racing back into second, and Once Upon a Time. Second over from the outside is Hooked on a Feeling. Back to fourth, Master Mark Grace. And the trailer is now Broadway Joker. Half mile in 57-4, midway on the turn, and now they turn for home. Passing the opening 3/4, your leader is Capitalize, and he has it by more than a length. Up on the outside is Hooked on a Feeling, and he looks like he's got the leader measured, but Capitalize says, I've got a little bit something left here tonight. Actually, he's got a lot left. It's Capitalize drawing away by more than a length. Now he has it by 2. Hooked on a Feeling racing second best. Up on the outside in third is Master Mark Grace, but it's going to be all Capitalize, winning like a favorite should by 2. Finishing second, Hooked on a Feeling. Checking in third was Master Mark Grace. Final time a sparkling 1:54 flat.
Here they come. And they're off. Ruffian Dancer is going for the lead. Stacy's Orphan along the inside, and Diddley's down at the rail pacing away in third. They race around the clubhouse turn, and that is Ruffian Dancer up on the outside taking the lead. Stacy's Orphan down at the rail is racing in second. Diddley is third, and then it's back to 7.5 racing in fourth. Shy Shark completes the first 5. Tugging hard is Fleet Wing racing in 6. Ideal Fella, Satanic Colt, and First Adventure trailed the field. They race off the turn and straighten up onto the backstretch, and leading the way is Ruffian Dancer through an opening quarter in 29-2. Ruffian Dancer leading Stacy's Orphan by a length. Diddley's down at the rail, and then it is 7.5 racing in fourth. To the outside, there goes Fleet Wing pacing into the top 5. Shy Shark at the rail is racing in 6, and then Ideal Fella, Satanic Colt, and First Adventure complete the field. They're racing to the half-mile marker, and leading the way is Ruffian Dancer, and now going by Stacy's Orphan. Stacy's Orphan takes the lead. Ruffian Dancer back into second. Diddley is revving up on the outside, now on third. They race by the half in 58-4, and Stacy's Orphan leads around the far turn. Along the inside, Ruffian Dancer. Diddley on the outside is racing third. 7.5 completes the first 4. Down at the rail, racing in fifth, is Shy Shark. Fleet Wing on the outside is 6. Ideal Fella, Satanic Colt, and at the back, First Adventure. Rounding the turn, coming for the top of the home stretch, and Stacy's Orphan has the lead. Diddley on the outside is a threatening presence from second. They race the 3/4 in 1:28-2, and now they're pacing home. It's Stacy's Orphan along the inside, Diddley on the outside, and looking for a path at the rail. Ruffian Dancer's coming on from third. Gaining ground up on the outside is 7.5 fourth. Down the center of the track, Ideal Fella. Diddley has the lead. Stacy's Orphan is still game, pacing through on the inside, Ruffian Dancer. It's Diddley to the front. Stacy's Orphan has a little more to give. Stacy's Orphan and Diddley, they hit the line together. Diddley got up in time, and a photo finish with Stacy's Orphan. Eighth race Pacers all in behind the gate, and here they come. And they're off. Going for the lead from the extreme outside is Our Last Chef. Down at the rail, that is Lake Hills Frisco. Sand King Edge ducks to the rail as they go onto the turn. Lake Hills Frisco is leading the way. Sand King Edge down at the rail is racing second. Our Last Chef up on the outside third. 04 racing in fourth, and then Left Hand Man is fifth, followed by Next Bonus in sixth. King's Run and Dragon Stalker complete the field. They make the turn onto the backstretch, and leading the way, that is Our Last Chef to the front. Lake Hills Frisco racing in second. Sand King Edge down at the rail is racing third. And then it's back to 04 and fourth. Left Hand Man racing fifth. Next Bonus is Tugging Hard and Joe Anderson. And revving up on the outside, Dragon Stalker. To the inside, King's Run. They race up the backstretch, and leading the way is Our Last Chef on top, a length and a half. They race the quarter in 29-1, and midway up the backstretch, Our Last Chef is still leading the way. Moving up on the outside, Sand King Edge is going to challenge. And then Lake Hills Frisco down at the rail is racing in third. Up on the outside, Left Hand Man has moved into fourth. Down at the rail, that is 04 and fifth. Gaining ground on the outside is Next Bonus in sixth, and then it is Dragon Stalker and King's Run trails. 57-4 half mile. Going to the far turn, and Sand King Edge has the lead. Along the inside is Our Last Chef racing second. Up on the outside, closing in on the leaders. Left Hand Man is now in third. Down at the rail, racing in fourth is Lake Hills Frisco. To the outside, Next Bonus completes the first 5. They're at the top of the home stretch, and as they make the turn for home, leading the way, Sand King Edge darts off by 2. 3/4 in 1:26-3. Racing down to the final eighth of a mile, and Sand King Edge has the lead. Here comes Next Bonus charging down the outside. Next Bonus is in a hurry and gaining with each and every stride. Lake Hills Frisco made a bold move, but is now out of racing room. It is Next Bonus to the lead. Next Bonus draws off the races for place. In between horses, Dragon Stalker may have nipped Sand King Edge for the place money. Here they come. And they're off. That's Broadway Legend taking the early initiative and pacing for the front. Go Sailing down at the rail. It is Go Sailing outpacing Broadway Legend to the top, and Broadway Legend takes the 2-hole just in front of D.L. Sam, racing away in third. Flying Princess down at the rail in fourth. Parked Out Sunny Freedom completes the top 5. Nice and Feisty down at the rail is racing sixth, and then it is Flying Cam Chevy in seventh. War Dread is eighth, and Something's Brewing is ninth and last. Rounding the turn, going to the backstretch, and it is Go Sailing leading the way. Opening quarter of a mile was clocked in 28-3. Go Sailing is the leader. Broadway Legend racing second. On the outside, Sunny Freedom is there in third. And gaining, D.L. Sam's at the rail in fourth. To the outside, Flying Prince completes the first 5. And then along the inside, racing in sixth, that is Nice and Feisty. Up on the outside, More Dread. And then it is back to Something's Brewing. And Flying Cam Chevy has been shuffled back and now trails the field. They're going to the half-mile marker. Halftime was 57-2. They start around the far turn, and Go Sailing has the lead. 3/4 of a length. Sunny Freedom racing second. Along the inside, Broadway Legend is third. Up on the outside, that's Flying Prince completing the first 4. Down at the rail, Nice and Feisty is racing in fifth. More Dread's pacing into the action now 6. Something's Brewing is on the outside racing in seventh. They're rounding the turn, coming for the top of the home stretch, and still with the lead is Go Sailing. Go Sailing turns for home after pacing 3/4 of a mile in 1:26-4. It's Go Sailing leading down to the final 1/8 of a mile. Up on the outside, gaining ground. That is Nice and Feisty. And through the center of the track coming on, here comes Flying Cam Chevy. Looking for a way out is Broadway Legend. They race down to the final 1/8 of a mile, and it's anybody's horse race. On the extreme outside, Flying Cam Chevy has gone from last to first in the final 1/4 of a mile. Flying Cam Chevy gets up in time. It's close for second. Mordred was there, as was D.L. Sam. Here they come. And they're off. Going for the lead from the outside is Lucky Pesh to go. From in between horses, Cool Mister, and down at the rail, that is Desperate Cam, outpacing Pipe Creek Hawk. They race around the clubhouse turn, and from in between horses, that is Cool Mister gaining the lead. On the outside is Lucky Pesh to go, now moving into second. Desperate Cam is third. Pipe Creek Hawk the first 4, and then it is back to Moving Man, who is racing in fifth. Idiom is 6, and then Authoritative is racing in seventh. Something for Nothing is away in eighth, and Handsome John trails the field. They fly around the first turn, straight onto the backstretch. The opening quarter in 28-2, and leading the way is Lucky Pesh to go. Cool Mister racing second, and then it is Desperate Cam in third, followed by Pipe Creek Hawk racing in fourth. Moving Man's down at the rail racing in fifth. Idiom completes the first 6, followed by Authoritative in seventh. And then Something for Nothing is racing in eighth, and Handsome John trails the field. Going to the half-mile marker, and it is Lucky Pesh to go with the lead. Racing second is Cool Mister. They race by the half-mile marker in 57-3. And now racing onto the far turn, and Lucky Pesh to go is on top. Cool Mister is racing second. Moving to the outside, Moving Man is into the top 3. Down at the rail, racing in fourth is Desperate Cam. Pipe Creek Hawk along the inside, Idiom on the outside, and then gaining ground is Authoritative into the first 7. And then it is back to eighth on the outside, and Something for Nothing. Handsome John is ninth and last. They round the turn, straighten up into the home stretch, 3/4 in 1:27-1, and leading the way is Lucky Pesh to go. Lucky Pesh to go has the lead. Cool Mister angles off the rail, gains ground, and coming down the center of the racetrack, On the outside, that is Idiom. Idiom has taken the lead. Cool Mister is second, battling back along the inside. Lucky Pesh to go, but it's Idiom to the front. Cool Mister still game, though. Cool Mister challenging Idiom down to the wire, but Idiom's too good. Idiom wins by a head to Cool Mister second. And they're off, and that's Bold and Sassy firing out and going for the early lead. Up on the outside, Fox Valley Cosmic. Down at the rail, Lake Hills Pete. They race around the clubhouse turn, and that is Bold and Sassy with a short lead. Lake Hills Pete is going 3 wide. Sentinel's in between horses, looking for the top. And down at the rail, Lake Hills Pete is now racing in 4th. Lipsy Brown completes the first 5, and then it's back to Golden Hope Star racing in 6. Record Breaker is 7th. Mia's Demon races 8th, and Cam's King trails the field. They round the turn, straighten up onto the backstretch. The opening quarter of a mile clocked in 28-1. And as they go up the backstretch, up on the outside, Sentinel paces by to take the lead. At the rail is Fox Valley Cosmic racing in second. And then along the inside, racing in third, is Bold and Sassy. Up on the outside, that is Lake Hills Pete going quickly to the front. They're going to the half-mile marker, and the first half has been action-packed with Lake Hills Pete now taking the lead. Up on the outside, that is Golden Hope Star racing into second. Down at the rail, Sentinel is racing in third, and then Fox Valley Cosmic is 4th. Up on the outside, Record Breaker is racing in 5th. Down at the rail, Bold and Sassy is in 6th. And then up on the outside, racing in 7th is Cam's King. And then it is back to Lipsy Brown, who is 8th, and Mia's Demon is dropping back last as they round the turn, coming for the top of the home stretch. It's Lake Hills Pete with the lead. Golden Hope Star up on the outside racing second. Sentinel's down at the rail third. On the outside is Record Breaker into the first 4. They race by the 3/4 in 1:27-1, and Lake Hills Pete has opened up a 2-length jump lead on as they come down to the final 1/8 of a mile. It's Lake Hills Pete in front, racing second towards the inside. Golden Hope Star up on the outside. That's Record Breaker from in between horses. Fox Valley Cosmic, and gaining ground down the center of the course. So that's Cam's King. But Lake Hills Pete is given this field the slip. It's all over. Lake Hills Pete is going to win the finale at Hawthorne by 5 open lengths over Fox Valley Cosmic, who was second. Third was Bold and Sassy.